everyone. I hope that you're doing well today. I'm noticing that my phone, my camera is really lagging, and it was doing that at the top of yesterday's little discussion when I jumped in. And so if you just stick with it, the most important thing is that we get the message. So I'm not real sure what's going on. Sometimes that happens. So anyway, if you're supposed to be here, you will stick around and you'll just listen to what the Most High has to say. Otherwise, thanks for checking me out. If you are returning back, welcome back, guys. I appreciate you all. And thanks for coming back as often as you do. And appreciate you. If you're new, my name is Shannon Hensley, and I'm out of and we're not religious, we're just spiritual, and we follow. I guess it's really bad. It's really bad here. Let me see something here off of another device that I have music playing off of, and check this out. Give me just a second. And we follow. I guess it's really bad. It's really bad here. Let me see something here off of another. All right. Well, hopefully it'll straighten up. Hopefully it will straighten up. I don't really know if it will or not. But anyway, all right. Well, welcome in. It is what it is, I guess. I'll have to get on to another reading, I guess. Try to get it figured out. Maybe it just needs to be defragmented. I don't really know. All right. Anyway, I do a different type of a work here if you are new. And I can be very sharp at times. I don't mess around. I just don't. I ask at the hand of the Most High, and I care only about what He has to say about things. Nothing more, nothing less. I respect the great Creator that gave us breath, and whether you do or not, I don't know. So anyway, those of you who are just now live with me, my camera's just lagging, and so if you can handle it, then there's a message here, because when God speaks, we need to listen, and it's more about listening than anything. So but anyway, welcome in. Let's get started. Hey, if it's your birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff as well. I've been up for a really long time, just God this morning, and there's just a real calming energy in this room, and so hopefully you are experiencing that. Even though if there's a storm going on, it's like the eye in the storm. Most I would want to bring out here. I'm taking from 3 for the overall energy, so I'm just trying to get them cut here. We have children coming out. This could be somebody you just grew up with that's being highlighted today for you. This is somebody stumbling up on information with that card. It's also somebody who's full grown, their brain's like a child. They could just be silly as well. Anyway, you also have, sorry about these cards, they're just old. This is about having an opening element to something. If up on some information or on somebody that opened up to something, then that energy will go that way. You have travel going on here with the journey coming out. Okay, so these are the 3 cards that are over the top of this. I want to take a scripture real quick and see what before we start getting into the tarot, what the Most High wants to bring out here. There's this energy that is around somebody that something's happened. I don't know what that is for you. Somebody had some type of a dream, like a dream to do something, that type of a dream. And boy, folks, I'm sorry about my camera today. It's really bad. It is really lagging bad. That somebody had some type of futuristic dream within themselves of what they wanted to be, and something's taken place that's caused that to be some way, shape, or form. And for some of you all, you're hindering it because of whatever took place. You've allowed somebody to come put something out in you. And the Most High says to get up and push through it anyway, because He's the one that put the dream in you to do whatever that is or was or supposed to be or whatever. And some people are angry because they were on this path to do something, and something came along
to get you off of that path that it came from the devil himself, okay? Because God put that in you to do something. And God wants you to get up and get your eyes focused on God, not the thing that took place around you to cause whatever you could have fallen down within that situation as well. Maybe even feel like, well, there's regret here because of whatever your role was in something. I don't know, but God's a God of grace and forgiveness, whether other people are or not. I don't know for you, but God is saying, get up right now and stop this whiny baby stuff. If you got to do it alone, you got to do it alone. God will work out the details for whatever that is for you. You don't let nobody stop what God has planted on the inside of you to be. Don't let nobody, whether it was jealousy, whether it was a hateful thing because it's just something in life took place and some kind of crazy came out here, whatever it is, you don't let nobody stop that dream. Nobody can take what you're supposed to do away from you except you allow that. You got a purpose, folks. So this journey, you need to open up to God and get back on your journey, okay? And so maybe this could be a soulmate card. Something could have happened in the past with you, with somebody you grew up with. I don't know, but that energy is coming through really, really strong. And God just wants me to encourage you to get up. I just heard somebody say, well, I'm too old now. Are you? I think you're still here and you've got a purpose. Have you ever thought about our father Abraham? Those of you who are of the faith, how old was he and our mother Sarah when Isaac came? Because age ain't a factor. That's in your own head. That's in your own head. God said today, get up. There's also energy coming through where some people think that they've missed their time, so you're trying to live through your children and you're in error. Somebody's in great big error and they are failed to do everything that they wanted to do but didn't do. And this child's under this pressure because you're putting that pressure on that child, and God's got something for that child to do that has nothing to do with what you want them to be. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but God said, get your hand off of it right now and find your place. So that ain't gonna be for everybody, but that energy is also coming through. Okay, let's get back in here. What kind of word do you want to bring out most time before we get into this message today? Somebody's wanting somebody to open up here to go somewhere today, okay? So the Most High is bringing out words of the Mashiach about putting nations of people in front of him and dividing and putting them on one side or the other and saying, when I was hungry and thirsty and naked and sick and in prison, you came and you visited me and clothed me and gave me something to eat. And the people are saying to him, when did we ever see you do that? When did we do that to you? And he said, when you did it to the least of these, you did it to me. And he says, come and enter into the kingdom with our Father that has been, prepared for you. And the other side was told that they never came and visited or whatever. And they said, well, when did we ever see you to do that? And he said, when you didn't do it to the least of these, you didn't do it to me. And when you ignored and stuff like that, you didn't open up and do what you were supposed to and go visit and feed and do whatever. And so God tells those group of people, you're going to hellfire. And so it's a very dangerous energy here. So this tells me there's a separation going on whatever this is about being opened up to something or not. And we're supposed to come like children is what I'm hearing God say. He takes the foolish things to confound the wise. And for some of you all, you are to open up and go and do something today for God to just bring his word out here and whatever that means, because you could lose it all if you don't. This is eternity with that coming out. So anyway, that came out. Let's get started. What do you want to bring out about this? Why is this child here? The letter J is coming out here. Could be prevalent, don't know, but the person, place, or a thing, first, middle, last name, whatever it is. Show me information, please. So this is about making choices. This is about having your polaric balance. There could be health issues with this card, but there's a choice. If there is somebody that you need to open up to, and it's blessed. This is a blessed union card. This is the third letter of the Most High God's name. If you're brand spanking new, down in the description box, I show you what God Almighty's name looks like in the tarot, and it's fantastic. Out of that name, but anyway, it's the Wa or the Vav, and it also has a meaning of the pictograph looks like a Y. It represents the tent peg nail that holds the rope of the tent, but it has a meaning of adding things together. And so somebody's adding some things together about opening up or needing to, or but traveling forward with this journey card here. If you're stumbling up on information or you're needing to go and have somebody open up to something, this is about making a choice today for collective energy. What else you want to bring out here? The V or the W or the Y and the J is out here. Show me more information. So this is about going slow and being steady. For some of you all, the bear can go back to overbearing energy. It can go back to a jealousy nonsense. It's crazy, and jealousy, we're told, is cruel. But God's name is also jealous, so you better do what God tells you to do. And God be cruel right back to his enemies if you don't do what he tells you to do. That you don't want that to come up on you, because like I said, it's dangerous if we don't do what God tells us to do. Somebody needs to go slow. This is about being loyal to something. Your parents could be here with this bear. There could be something going on at work with this bear. It could go back to businesses and things like that. Somebody making a choice to be loyal or to stay loyal or go somewhere and work on something and be loyal and go real slow. This is actually the night that we want to see come out of the deck when it comes out. There's a guardian angel here with this card. It's just coming through that way because I have another deck of cards that is written on it, a guardian angel, and it's just coming through. And obviously the angels are around you and I if we fear God all day long, especially if you got something stupid and some crazies out here being jealous and overbearing around something with your business, with your parents, around your home, with a love, whatever that is. Something is out here with this choice to go slow, and or there's a slow movement going on with something out here. What else do you want to bring out here? It's the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay, well, that's about being receptive with that card. If somebody's not receptive and should be, there'd be danger with that. If you're not receptive because you shouldn't be receptive to something and that's the right thing and it makes somebody angry, that's on them, not you. Okay, I got to read it both directions on something going on. But the Ace of Cups in the reverse is here. So we have somebody trying to produce something, lay a new foundation on something out here. There is bitterness around something that's going on, or what did go on. There's obviously past energy there with that. We also have the World card and the Nine of Cups that jumped out. This is somebody's got a wish out here to get something fulfilled. The Magician tells me there's communication coming for a lot of you, or you're the one going to do communication with someone for these cups here to get into unity. All right. And if somebody's bitter because somebody tried to open up, and then somebody could be trying to manipulate something for whatever reason why somebody didn't open up. But with this verse coming out here, this tells us somewhere. And if somebody's manipulative and ain't going to do something that they should, you're actually doing it to the master. But that's your business. And again, it says here, because you didn't do what you're supposed to do here. You did that to the least of them. You did it to me, he said. He said, and those that did that, they were thrown into hellfire, prepared for the adversary and the devil and his angels, because they disobeyed in what we're supposed to do in the earth realm. This has a meaning of an all-consuming fire. Something's going to end today for collective energy. Even if somebody's trying to lay a new foundation, whether it be positive or negative, is what it's showing out here. But somebody has some type of a wish to do something, or is wishing somebody would make a choice to do something, obviously, hopefully for upright purposes. But the point of the matter is, we got people are crazy in the earth realm as well. Show me this magician, because we want to know what this communication card just went flying across the room. I'm not going to get it. I always say those are special messages for me. Okay, there's third parties that are out here making choices. There's physical stuff coming out here around something that somebody wants you to open up to collaborate with, positive or negative. Something's got a consequence with this coming out with it. Why is this Three of Pentacles here? If that Three of Pentacles, whoever's dealing with the manipulative party, then they're trying to work against another person. And they have already been in motion, working real slow to do something to somebody. Isn't that crazy, folks? Isn't that crazy that somebody would just be some type of nutcase to do something to another individual? That's demonic. Anyway, Three of Pentacles. Why is this here? Yeah, the Lovers is coming out in the reverse, and the Six of Swords in the reverse. So, Six of Swords in the reverse is somebody's coming back. All right, this is somebody you've already had some time. Obviously, that Five of Cups is here. Something's happened. Something's already happened. There's something being worked on, or one to be worked on in a real slow type of a way. It is the Lovers in the reverse is somebody has made that decision already. There is travel here. The journey is here. So whatever you're going to do with this is it's going to have a huge ending in a very dramatic way, positive or negative, on whatever side of something that you're on and whatever you're doing before the master. Okay, and if you are, whoever the third party is, and don't have their polaric balance here, they could be very dangerous. They cloaked, and for some of your cases, somebody's freaking cloaked, or maybe you have to be cloaked and you're upright and got to protect that travel to open up to do something here with the situation. But there are third parties when you get the Three of Pentacles, and with that Magician here, that tells me that people need to be very, very wise, because the Magician is very skilled in how to get something done. There could be some type of a headship out here, whatever that is, head of household, boss, some type of business is out here around something, but somebody in authority could be out here. Okay, so there are third parties showing up out here, and something public or someone public is attached to the situation. And if somebody thinks they're going to manipulate something, the Ace of Cups ain't really in love. Somebody could also had a child with this person and lost the child. The Aces are conceptions, and that could just be showing something as well for some of you all. I send you love and light if that's what's taking place. Let's get some words out here. Last night when I was reading in the Instagram, somebody was sleeping with the enemy, and for the last 3 days, well, yesterday was the third day, I had out of 2 different decks, the wording kept coming out. Somebody's sick and tired of somebody just hanging around. And it came out in that reading, somebody's sleeping with the enemy. Somebody's friend is hanging around. It's because they sleeping maybe with the housewife, or maybe the husband came out in the reverse, but that was also a friend card or a co-worker card. And somebody just around the house all the time, and somebody just, it's like, why are you here type of energy, something going on sexually with somebody. And there's an age difference. There was like a 1970 and 1990 came out, a big gap of an age difference somewhere around something that's going on. Somebody's coming back. to do something. Somebody's got obsessive problems somewhere. For those of you dealing with that energy, it's just come out real strong those last 3 days about somebody just they're sick of somebody hanging around. If you're trying to figure out why, for a lot of you all, they are having an affair, because God said you sleeping with the enemy. Somebody's your enemy, and they ain't really your friend, but the friend card was there, and not really, or they weren't, or something like that. I don't know. Show me more information out here. You need to check your friends out if they're hanging around, okay? So there is a truthful person out here involved in the mix of this third party, and God is with you. If you're that person, then God's with you in this matter today, in whatever you're having to open up or not open up to, or whoever you're dealing with in a situation. Somebody's got a blackmail situation out here going on. It's demonic, folks. It's not all right. You don't get to blackmail somebody and say you're going to go do something. You're going to lose your soul and your life for that nonsense. You're an enemy of God. You don't get to tell somebody, you don't get to control somebody. That's that bear there. Somebody's in error and made God just flip your world upside down. Somebody got jealousy issues out here on something. Anyway, or somebody's trying to take vengeance in their own hands if something's already come out, and somebody's trying to get somebody to open up to something. Okay? And nobody can blackmail you. You're choosing to do it. Maybe they gave you money. Maybe they're going to approach you to have some money. That's going to curse you, folks. It's going to curse you to do something out here. There's an evil work going on, okay, and God says because an evil work is not judged, okay, because a sentence against an evil work isn't executed right then and there. It says it's set inside people's heart to go do evil. So there is something out here. There's a blackmail energy out here. That's not all right. It's not all right. There's a thief going to be caught in this matter today. Another thief. They're sent from the devil. There is money out here attached to something. The Messiah says you cannot have what is not yours. That's right. There's a thief out here. Just whatever, this is stealing the energy, just in general energy. But somebody's a lying, cheating thief. And the Messiah said there can be a judgment out here on something going on. It's going to end. It's going to end. It's going to end. It's going to end. At the bottom of the deck, it says, woe unto him that builds his house by unrighteousness and his chambers by wrong, and that uses his neighbor's service without wages and gives him not for his work. And we do it. I talk about it all the time on my platform, people using people and not appreciating what you're doing. Your neighbor could be involved, like specifically for that to come out, and that won't be for everybody. That's wrong. God says I'm a swift judge and a witness against people withholding wages and things like that from people. Somebody getting caught out here for just in general energy doing something. They're thieving your time, your efforts, withholding things, and then taking it for their own gain. They're coming back. There's somebody coming back to do it. They're going to get judged today. They're going to get caught. They're going to be separated. They're going to hellfire. Devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. This person is destroying their own self. Let me just take about 3 from this, and then we'll call it a reading. Most High, what else do you want to bring out here, please? What else do you want to bring out here, Most High? A date is attached to something going on, or somebody wants you to have a date, something about prison. The person will go to jail. Something wicked's going on. Some blackmail nonsense is out here. Thievery, so there must be a lot of it. Somebody can go to jail for something. There's a forceful communication that's going to take place today as well, and a walled place for protection. It's prison. Somebody can go to prison for something. Your soulmates are out here attached to this matter. Okay. All right. Well, they are out here with the child cards. That can be somebody you grew up with. You grew up with your soulmates as well. Somebody can go to jail for something out here going on. All right. Well, this is what's out here. Folks, if you are able to help in any way, I'm dealing with a life and a death situation, and I know a lot of y'all know my story, but I am under a time frame on something that's going on. It's being done deliberately to me, and I can't believe that people are just sitting back and just watching some excrement crap go on. And I have an emergency. I've had an emergency for a long time, but somebody's deliberately doing this nonsense to me. And when I spent those 7 days in my car because I had no money to pay for this room, it was the most horrific trial that I stood with God and told him I was going to praise you anyway. I'm going to praise you anyway. It's the lowest point I've ever gotten in my life. And I have a faith that I didn't really know went that far. God will test you and this energy that this person's done this nonsense to me, they'll never bend to me. I'm probably talking to the creep right now. You'll never bend to me. God is a way maker, and he tells us in the kingdom to get up in here when we see a need and to meet a need. And I have a great need, and it's life and death. It's life and death. This person's dealing with me, needs to go to prison. For a lot of cases, this person's got an execution coming to them for the nonsense that they've done to me. It's unethical. It's unethical what's going on. But if you are able to help in any way, shape, or form, trying to get my vehicle up and running, if nothing else, that's my only shelter that I have. But my car doesn't run, and I've got some things with it that I need to get taken care of, and I'm at the mercy of people because of this oppressor that I've been dealing with. And if you are able to help, then please do. And somebody tried to give something on a different account that I sometimes use. It must have been found in the description box, and it shot back and stated that they blocked that giving from that person for, I don't remember exactly why it said so, but there's no reason for if you all are trying to help in any way, shape, or form, and things are being blocked from you, don't stop. Please call the company and say, what's going on? Because I had to call the other day and said, there's no reason for nothing to be blocked. Okay, I have a right to live and move and breathe, and I don't know this piece of foul beast is going to get out of my life or whatever the crap they're here for. God's going to punch them and take them to the pit of hell, and they're going to burn for eternity. And I'm part of Soul Group Collective, and a lot of y'all may be dealing with somebody trying to do some stuff as well, and people don't have a right to do that to you and I. I have a right to have the work of my hands, and if somebody even wants to just say thank you for the service that I do here on a platform, then nobody should be blocked. It don't belong to nobody else. And somebody did take my other platform, and I was making videos and being able to get for like commercials and stuff, and somebody I got open shut case and recorded evidence on some stuff, and somebody was taking my platform and altering, I guess you call it the algorithm stuff. It's like significantly was being done, and I got it captured, took another phone and captured what was going on the video itself. It's unethical. Nobody has a right to alterate a lot of times we'll get that tower that has the meaning of alterating things. This is somebody that's working in a position to be able to do that, and they need to be fired, and they're going to go to jail. They're a thief out here on people's stuff, and just in general energy, just people thinking I'll just covet from you, and you're actually really setting yourself up for some nonsense with God Almighty in a really big way. He's going to burn you to hell for that stuff. Get your own stuff. Nobody wants a thief, a liar, and a cheat. But if you're able to help in any way, shape, or form, my information's down below, and may God bless you. You won't be forgotten. When my case goes to court, any person who's got up beside me in a godly fashion to help me stay alive, to catch these freaks, I'm going to have a great big party, and anything that's ever been given to me and the receipts that I have from people, that's going back to you all. You ain't doing it to me. You're doing it to the Father. That's how the kingdoms ran. When you did it to the least of these, you're actually doing it to God. You can find that in the Old Testament and the New Testament. So it really doesn't matter. We do it. The kingdoms ran in a way that makes us take care of one another, because God wants love. Anyway, this is what come out. Your soulmates are out here today involved in some things where they're going to jail, or somebody's soulmate's going to go to jail, or they're being targeted, or you need to help them, or whatever that is. There's something about thievery and blackmail and an evil work that has been out here done on something. Somebody's trying to come back, but God said they're going to be caught today for something. All right. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll be back later, Lord willing. Until next time, shalom.